It may be a campaign about the Fiscal Treaty, but sometimes this is what people want to talk about.
Did your leader not say it is our way or no way?
No, he didn't.
What did he say?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Is the Labour's way or no way?
No, he didn't.
What did he say?
He didn't. He said it's Labour's way or Frankfurt's way.
Well, and what way is it?
He has spent his time since trying to negotiate changes in the terms of the Memorandum of Understanding imposed on us, including 10 billion reduction in the interest rate.
You got that by Greece.
Including reversing...
Default. You got the 10 billion by default.
Including reversing the minimum wage, including protecting basic social welfare rates, and all of that in the midst of the biggest crisis that has ever confronted this country.
I'm aware of the biggest crisis.
We inherited it.
But you knew what you were inheriting before you went in there.
But we inherited it.
You knew what you were inheriting.
Afterwards, there was a trip to the more sedate Limerick suburb of Dooradoyle, home place of Michael Noonan, and the perfect spot for a joint canvass, where the only dissenting voices were of the canine variety.
It's hard to reach you. We'll wave instead.
How are you? Hello. Sean Kelly. Nice to meet you. And we Pat Rabbit into the sun.
How are you there someplace?
Big turnout today.
Big turnout. Big group we have, yeah. So we're hoping you're voting yes.
And?
We're hoping you're voting yes.
Well, sure. You needn't be looking any further than here for
Excellent. That's good.
But while the mood was relaxed here, the heat Labour and Nat Fine Gael are feeling in this campaign is notable.
As you saw, you followed us around for that period in the markets. That was an exceptional encounter. But I think it does represent some people who have been very hurt by the last 4 years. And they are hurt. And, they're giving vent to that, as they do when the opportunity arises on a canvas like this. And I understand that.
No problem. Willie Martin.
One TD renowned for ongoing canvassing is Fianna Fáil's Willie O'Dea. Here at the market in Limerick city centre, people were quick to tell him how they will vote.
We think you've done a great job of voting no.
Oh, all right, don't worry about it. Just,
no, I will worry about it.
You're a convinced no voter.
I am convinced no voter, I'm sorry, and I'm afraid for our country.
Yeah.
I think that if we vote yes, besides, I know we're threatened with having no money, but I prefer to have no money than to lose my identity, to lose my culture, to lose everything that I uphold and respect in Ireland.
Very good. Sorry. 10 yeses.
You can't do anything else. I have the leaflet, I studied it. And it's only common sense to vote yes.
Based on what he's hearing, what is his prediction?
I remember being asked by the then Taoiseach to give a prediction to predict the outcome of the Lisbon I Treaty, and I undermined my reputation as a political forecaster forever by getting the results spectacularly wrong. But the difficulty was I was predicting 3 weeks in advance. Now, I would say that if the vote was tomorrow, the treaty would pass by a substantial majority. But, of course, you never know what's going to happen over the next 3 weeks.
In the shadow of Thomond Park, Sinn Féin were knocking on doors and delivering leaflets urging a no vote.
I am voting no anyway, I'm delighted.
Very good.
It is a no vote.
It's important now people come out and vote.
Yeah, and I told all my children to vote no.
You're up my ass and if you'll be voting up there, I'll be up to you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
On most doors here, the message was in keeping with Sinn Féin's.
He couldn't take his time. He wants what the other people are doing anyway.
Yeah, France and I'll be getting a good no vote around here anyway, I'm sure, you know. We get a good no vote around here anyway, I'm sure.
I'll tell you when to do it.
All right, mind you, you're looking great anyway.
See you.
As both sides bring their message out to the doorstep, they are insisting what is happening in Greece right now makes it clear what way you should vote in this referendum.
The austerity we've had over the last number of years and the cuts, and especially in areas like this, has politicised people to an extent that wasn't there before. And I think people are actually watching the news. They're watching the news from France, they're watching the news from Greece. And I think the Greek elections have shown people where 60% plus of people have voted against austerity policies there. It's given them a confidence that they can come out and vote, and we won't be isolated in Europe.
The Greek story was also to the fore in the Socialist Party leaders campaigning this weekend.
The problems of the people of Greece are caused by the disastrous effects of austerity. But we have seen over the last week a growing and powerful crescendo of opposition to austerity and its disastrous effects. That was clear in the French and Greek elections. It's clear in the Netherlands, where the government has fallen because of pressure against austerity, and in Germany. To persist then with an austerity treaty that is becoming increasingly discredited and deconstructed, in fact, is foolhardy.
For the finance minister, the upheavals in Greece tell a totally different story.
I mean, Sinn Féin were holding up Greece as an example for how Ireland should do for the last 6 months. I've noticed I've gone very silent in the last week about Greece being the model we should follow. I think anybody who looks at what's happening in Greece, that whatever is happening there, we should be trying to do the opposite.
Less than 3 weeks away from polling day, that message appears to be gaining most support, according to the latest opinion poll.